PhD from the University of Michigan in Ann Arbor in a multidisciplinary doctoral program that combined clinical, organizational, social, community, and educational psychology. So I was really trained as a multidisciplinary psychologist who could understand human behavior in all settings. The Center for Sustainable Change is set up to teach the principles of how the human experience is created, really across the board. The most work we've done has been in communities, in disadvantaged, challenged communities with very exciting results. We've also done work in schools, hospitals, companies, for social service agencies, government agencies. So we really try to help anybody across the board see how they can live with more wisdom and more understanding and do their work more productively and gracefully and understand how their experience is created as a human being. Well, before I went into psychology, I was trained as an aerospace engineer. I had a degree at Princeton University in aerospace engineering, so I knew that for any science to be advanced, there has to be some basic principles behind that science that cover everything in that field. Like in physics, there are some basic principles of physics, and math, there are some basic principles of math. But in psychology, there really aren't any, or haven't been. That's why there's so many different therapies and different approaches and different concepts, because nobody's found the underlying principles behind the human experience yet. And the first time I heard Sydney Banks talk, I realized he had found those principles. He had discovered those principles. Because they cover every possible reality. Because mind is just a formless intelligence behind life, or the formless energy that brings our thinking to life and creates consciousness and gives us the gift of thought. Consciousness, very simply and very generally, is just the ability to experience reality, experience this world, this external life that, as we see it outside, the material world. And how we experience it is through our thinking. So we have this God-given, beautiful capacity to create using thought as the paintbrush, or using thought as the vehicle that creates our reality. So we project our thinking out into our consciousness with the power of mind behind it, and that is our reality. So that's what we started to realize, is everybody lives in their own separate reality that's made up wall to wall of their thoughts. That's why no two people see the same situation exactly the same. Even couples, as you probably know, often see things quite differently, or brothers and sisters, family members, good friends, don't all see everything the same way. That's why there's misunderstandings and conflict and things like that go on in the world.